Dun 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 dun. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that certainly has changed. Okay, so that's the city over there already. Okay, the region has completely changed. Oh, cool, there's a teleport point. Is that the tunnel? That seems oddly convenient. Guide us to Sumeru. Oh, it looks so overgrown and cozy. Already so lush. I love it. 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 Seely, you know the way.
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
That very much sounds like a plan. If anyone knows it, besides Zhongli, who's not willing to tell us, then it must be her.
But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Yep, would be helpful to have a guide like Toma. Yeah, we're completely on our own for now. That's a bit of a... Oh, so much to that.
Look! There's someone up ahead!
That Baiju's
Perfect
woman?
timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like
And
to
she
ask
just
for some
passed by.
directions. Huh?
She's long gone, Paimon.
Did they not hear Paimon?
Does she have the AirPods in?
You over there! Could you give us some directions? Huh?
Huh? Okay, she just doesn't give a shit about us. That's fine, I guess.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
I mean, I don't really know why she would do that, but maybe she has a reason.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her.
I'm not... So far, we really been kind of the victim every time we went into a new region. I don't really want to look
When we
like
get the chance,
we're
we'll
following
just ask
her.
someone else for directions.
I hope we don't get caught for doing that. In the new city, and the first thing we do is stalk a poor girl. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, what happens if whatever the military force of Sumeru is notice that, and then we once again have to flee from the police, and that wouldn't be a new thing, so I would like to avoid that. Oh. 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 Get out of there.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished.
Paimon, you did
Let's
see
go
her
take a
too.
closer look.
Okay, but Paimon, that's fine.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case.
Maybe we really shouldn't follow her into a strange cave, just saying.
Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
I mean, we could try, but maybe run if it gets a bit...
Alright then.
Huh?
It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh. What a lovely smell.
Emma, be careful. She's luring you into her trap.
It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Disagree. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
Things not right with the smell.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Maybe we really shouldn't go to her. Got to get out of here. Think I'm gonna pass out. Oh, damn it, Lumi.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on, wake up.
They've just gone. Damn it. I swear to God, if we don't have any clothes left when we wake up, I'm gonna kill that woman. Okay. That's far from what I've expected. What are those voices? Some slight voices in... So I can hear them. That voice is in the background. There, when's it... What is that? Yeah, and the tree is freaking beautiful. But I mean... Yeah. Okay, not so good now. I kinda expected Sumeru to be more friendly when we arrive. Yikes. Okay, tree. Let's all be friendly, okay? Not hurting you, and you don't hurt me. That's the deal?
The world will get me.
I don't think that's how a tree greets you.
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Okay. Interesting. That's not how I expected we're gonna meet that tree and that voice line. I'm not sure how to put it at this point, but I think it will have a consequence.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable.
That's
if he says
Collei,
that she's going to be
yeah.
alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Echo.
Are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Where am I?
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Hyman was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations.
So it's Sumeru and not Sumeru. Ah, okay. Sumeru. I will remember that. Oh, but look at her. Cutie pie.
My name is Collei. I'm a trainee
Collei.
forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
How long have I been passed out, and why did the other lady help us if you found us? But thank you for your help.
Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
It seems fine. Except for the sweet taste in my mouth. It's so bitter.
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting.
Oh, yikes.
He
don't
gave
like
you
that.
some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Okay, I guess I'm thankful for that, but...
Whoops!
Oh. Yep, well.
Collei, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Alright, he's kind of more... Okay, I don't know. I don't know how I like that. Of course he didn't throw it down on purpose.
Sorry, Master.
Oh, and Tighnari, don't be like that.
Now, The guide to Avidya Forest's edible
I like his
fungi is
voice.
clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Okay. I mean he's he has a really sassy kind of, like, he doesn't seem bad at all, but he kind of seems very sassy, that's true.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
I like him. Okay, I take everything back I said about him. I like him. I like the way he handles people.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
I'm doing great, even though I don't know any of you two, but yeah, thank you for picking us up.
Oh, this is my master.
You're not
Forest
gonna pick that
Watcher
up?
Tighnari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well.
Yeah, please.
It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
Okay.
In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned.
Stuff can't be legal if that's what it does to people.
That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I'm kind of a special person anyway, so thank you.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Describe what you saw. Big tree, beautiful, dangerous, voices.
Collei, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Huh. It seems to have triggered something in him.
Yes, Master Tighnari.
Dear Collei.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, yes, please.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
And why?
Further observation?
But we kinda have to go to Sumeru City, so,
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you.
okay.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
What is that?
Ooh, are
No,
you
not
okay?
again.
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
But that kinda seems like you're kinda contradicting yourself, aren't you? Like, if I would have told you I didn't have any hallucinations, you would have let me go anyways. No matter if I had reactions to that, right? It has to be related to what I saw.
The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay?
So we're trying to treat an allergy at this point, but I guess it's alright. Gotta get rid of those pollen because before you go into a new country.
Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
I still feel like it's kinda fishy.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left
What are
and
you
right.
expecting, Paimon? That's of course what's gonna happen.
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
Probably
problematic.
best to let you recover first.
Okay.
Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
It just feels a little weird, you know?
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is, I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
Visions. But I'm not sure. When I saw the vision, I felt as if I was standing deep underground with the red sky. Could it have been Canria?
Well, considering how unique you are,
Could be.
Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tighnari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
Yeah, I don't think he was telling us the truth, to be honest.
Huh? You mean that Tighnari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
I don't know, but he seems to be well aware of it, so we need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay
You were
here to
not
rest
always
up and
quiet.
figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tighnari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Well, we don't have a lot of contact, so the other choice would be Collei.
Good idea. Collei's pretty friendly.
Collei.
We can
Sorry.
ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Archon and customs in Sumeru. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Collei!
Oh my god, Genshin, did you just skip the time without me needing to do it manually? I'm impressed. This is impressive. Let's see if we can find Collei. Collei? Collei? Collei. Right? Collei. Okay, so this village is also on a tree? Interesting. Music.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk birds flew by.
Is that something good? No.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Hmm?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Collei, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Collei. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Doing good. Hope I'm not interrupting, but can I help with something here?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Collei could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Oh, screw you.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Collei.
Yes,
Okay.
you can count on me.
So, Collei, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a
Yeah,
ranger.
that doesn't really sound like a job for anyone, but
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
oh, I may or may not have been there already.
Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Oh god, what is that cute thing? Oh, don't take that in the wrong way, but I like you more from the back. But don't take it the wrong way, okay?
The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before.
Yeah, and I've never ever been up there, that's true, yeah.
It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
Don't worry about it, I'm a terrific climber and glider and a lot of things, but I'll do it. Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Oops.
There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Trust me, I know what's up there and how it is.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Collei, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
Yeah, good question, Paimon.
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
The one that you guys praise?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Rukkhadevata. It will take some time for me to remember that name. Like, that's a mouthful. Rukkhadevata. Okay.
Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Seems to go hand in hand with Kanya once again.
According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
How do you make out whether someone is a god or not? Like, did I just pick a random kid and gave her the noses?
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Like, come on, she's your current god.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Oh, I was about to mention that kinda reminded me of how Amber treated us in the beginning. Yeah, we do know her.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Amber, Outrider of the Knights of Avonius. The avid glider from Mondstadt, also...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Okay.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
That sounds like you like her a heck of a lot. I mean, you're right. Can't argue with you.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
You're really enthusiastic about her, aren't you? Someone kinda...
Sorry.
Well, I didn't expect you to be like that, but nice to know that.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Oh, yes, you do. I see someone praise Amber a lot. Yeah, she does a heck of a lot.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
Honestly, it was really inspiring. I love when people are very passionate about something, or in this case, someone. It was nice to listen to.
It's alright, Collei. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you.
Yeah, a friend of my friend is my friend too.
So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one
Okay.
letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
She didn't even write Paimon. Oh, well, okay, she didn't even use our name, so I guess it's fine.
I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Fair. But yeah, and also Paimon, or the floating emergency food right next to me, is kind of a good hint. But, you know. So, thank you for maybe considering that we might not have been ready to talk about that while being dead on the floor. Thank you.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really.
That's good. So at least we have someone that hopefully won't lie to us. That's a start.
I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
But isn't she like 500 years old?
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
I'm impressed at how good you are with remembering words.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon?
Well, we're gonna need to meet her and ask a lot of things.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
You're welcome.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Yeah, Paimon's right, we're friends.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Of course. Sure. Let me do all the cleaning. Of course, sure. I don't have anything better to do.
I'm not a very good climber, so I'll just let you handle the statue.
Not a good... I hope you're a good glider. Like, if you've ever been around with Amber, then
I'll go
you
check the
really need to
facilities up
clean.
ahead. By the way, once we're done with our work here, would you like to chat some more?
Yes, please, desperately. Trust me, Collei shouldn't be climbing to that statue. Oh, okay. Will we find out why? Because that seems interesting. Okay, time for cleany statue.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Yeah. I guess if... Yeah, I guess her legs end right here. Huge. But it's
Do
the
you
old
think
one?
she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I would guess it's Rukkhadevata, but... on the other hand, maybe those statues change whenever there's a new god, so I don't know. But I think it's Rukkhadevata, right?
You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway. We'll have to figure that out later.
I'm sure we will.
Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
For once, you're so helpful, Paimon. I'm so glad that I have you around with me. Oh, I love a Paimon. I like you. So we meticulously clean the statue.
Nice work. That's one clean statue.
It actually does look
Head down
cleaner.
and meet up with Collei. Collei, we're back.
Hey, okay, the time shift was kind of concerning for a second, but hi.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Oh, and Paimon will love you.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, we guess some kind of restraint would be pretty good now.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Collei is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I know. You like the Chinese lifestyle when it comes to food, don't you?
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops! Ah, no! You dropped it on the ground!
We can still eat that.
Not to worry. I wrapped
Yeah.
a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
She really likes dropping things, does she?
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
You enjoy pitas together.
Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Collei. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
Of course, that's what you would cry about at night. Paimon, you're so obsessed with food, it's crazy.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Hell yeah.
Yay! Thanks, Collei! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
What do you mean? Like, so far we've only seen her drop stuff. But
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Collei, don't you think that Tighnari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
I mean, I kinda let it out in a different way, you know. I also kinda mock you every once in a while, so it's fine. Eye for an eye.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the Withering Rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
I mean, he does have big ears. Speaking of ears, I'd really like to pet them. I mean, it's not wrong, but
I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too.
he doesn't like that though, right?
Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Oh, very good man then.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tighnari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Maybe I'm a bit too suspicious of him.
Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little.
What did you do, Paimon? Please tell me.
But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Oh, that was a really, really good impression of Paimon. Oh, but it sounds exactly like her.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
And I'm really thankful for your concern. I'm glad to have someone like you around, okay?
Hey! Now even Collei started to laugh.
Sorry.
That's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
Hell yeah.
No! Don't touch me!
What is she doing? What happened?
Oh, sorry, Collei. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
I mean, you even scared me, Paimon, for a second.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Collei, are you okay? What's the matter?
Do you have like some sort of trauma from, I don't know, some physical violence?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Alright. Kinda concerning.
Huh? What was up with Collei just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Paimon, you need glasses. But also, yeah, something's off. If you're so scared of someone random touching you, then, well, not even someone random, but well, that direction kind of tells something.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
I did.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Collei by any chance?
Oh, Collei? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
it's not a good sign if someone runs away and hides in their room. Oh, Paimon, I mean, it's really not your fault, Paimon. Like, we were just playing around, but I think maybe tomorrow some apologies are in order.
Dead on my feet.
Backstory details in the manga and it's depressing. Okay. I hope we'll learn some more here. I assume we will. Man, good. Like, I kind of feel sorry for Paimon and Collei. Like, Paimon really just did an oopsie.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Collei, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
But I love his voice. I just can't get over that.
Huh? Tighnari? What are you doing here? Where's Collei?
I came to check on Collei's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Oh god, what did we do to her on accident?
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
Oh, like...
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Collei has been dealing with for some time.
Maybe Paimon didn't cause it, but...
Collei has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So maybe it was just too fast for her?
So, Tighnari, what's really wrong with Collei?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Collei just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Collei told me just now.
I mean, we have a
I've
mascot
also
with
heard
us.
all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Collei is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... well, because Collei asked me to.
Oh. 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 It's one of those things that you prefer someone else to talk about it because... okay, I know that feeling.
And honestly speaking, I was against Collei revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tighnari, what exactly is wrong with Collei? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
What?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
Oh.
In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
Seems bad.
That sounds terrifying.
All the control over the body?
Wait, hold on. So when Collei seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Yeah. Okay, so she's not just clumsy.
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
Okay, so you were not really mad at her dropping it, but you were mad at her holding it in the first place. Okay, I can somewhat understand you now. Okay, so there's not any cure, I assume, right?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Collei's mother still hoped there was something out there. She handed Collei over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation.
A lot.
Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Collei and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
The Torre, right? Or was the doctor someone else?
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Collei was with them. However, Collei's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant.
Of course, but at least she wasn't sick. So what's better? I don't know.
Collei is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
I assumed that.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Collei's been through so much suffering.
I know what I'm gonna do the next time I see some stupid Fatui. Gonna beat them up until they give me whatever cure they had for that stuff.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Collei wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
Not really something I would be mad about.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Yep.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Collei once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
We will do everything we can.
Don't worry, Tighnari. We'll take good care of her.
So how's Collei's condition now?
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Collei's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Okay. Yeah, your behavior makes a lot more sense now. Okay.
All right. Now that I've told you about Collei's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Can't we come along at any...
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Collei too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
What do you get, Elazar? Is that like something from birth?
Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh.
And that's why I'm never gonna get into botany.
Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tighnari.
Noted. I like the fighting music here. Good. It's a bit more chill than the other regions, and I don't mind that. That sounds like a Pokemon battle.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching.
Sure.
If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Alrighty. See, those things? Yeah, okay. Let's get all of them. Like, come on, just take all of them. Can't be like any consequence of taking
Alright,
everything.
we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tighnari.
Why is it putting... Oh, okay, because... Okay, yep. Doesn't matter. Never mind.
Hey, Tighnari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality.
Yeah, we took all of them, so there must be some good inside of them, right?
I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Right.
Hey, Tighnari!
Oh, Tighnari! Someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tighnari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a Withering zone.
Oh.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Why shouldn't we help? Like...
Wait, Tighnari, why don't you let us help you?
Yeah.
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
I mean, we don't carry a vision, but...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the Withering's corrosive effects for a time.
Well, we don't have a vision, but we have the second statement, so I don't know.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tighnari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
I think I might be able to help with this.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the Withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today, and show you what it looks like up close.
I mean... Thank you. But I don't think it's going to be that beautiful. I like flexing with my abilities to control the elements without a vision every time. Best thing ever.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the Withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that Withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the Withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Right, let's do it then.
Thank you. But I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all.
Come on, we need to do this now so that he finally trusts us. Like, for real.
Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the Withering Zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death.
Okay, we'll take that into consideration, but I think you're mighty underestimating our abilities.
You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the Withering Zone.
After you fully accumulate decay, all your party members will fall. Okay. Ooh. That's a beautiful effect, though.
Did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tighnari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that Withering Zone, it won't be long before another one appears.
Why are they? I guess you guys don't know either, but do you ever? Is there a reason?
If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. the Withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering zones have started to increase, Collei's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Okay, now that's a personal matter of mine, so that's bad.
Huh? Well, why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Is there a way to get rid of it, like, permanently?
No, none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia.
Oh.
It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
I think I've heard it somewhere before.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
Okay. Like the upside-down castle that we saw in the chasm?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irmansul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground, all the way up to the surface.
Spreading and extending, a massive cavern. Sounds a lot like what I saw when I lost unconsciousness in the cave. It wasn't growing upside down.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Sumeru Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Sumeru Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
So Irminsul's sick.
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the Withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Oh, Tighnari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that?
Aww.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? Wind.
Huh? What's wrong, Tighnari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Ah, this one, yeah. What the dog doing? Anyways.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Okay.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
You could get that from the squiggly lines? Okay.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible.
Yeah, maybe next time she should just bring some food.
I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Will do.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
Oh, yeah.
But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
That's a problem. I completely forgot about that already.
Let's find out. Here, traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
No unusual feelings this time.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Tighnari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine.
But we did that before as well.
And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
What I saw weren't hallucinations, right?
That's correct. Those weren't
course not.
hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
Well, you didn't manage to anyways, but hey, you're welcome.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So, what did I see then?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself.
Oh, but if I can directly connect with Irmansul, then am I not just, like, a god at this point? Like, am I on the same level as Kusanali?
I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others.
Well, that seems oddly convenient once again.
Please, wait here for a moment.
But I honestly assumed something like that. The dog really wants attention. That thing is so cute, I want one. Oh, now it's gone.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Alright, thank you.
No. I should be the one
The
thanking
waterfall's
you.
gorgeous.
You've both been a great help these last few days.
And yes, dog, you are a good
Hypatia
boy.
should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
I mean, she could have literally just gone into the city. But... Huh? What was that sound? It was... Sounds like it was coming from inside the cave. Hiding somewhere. Oh. That's her. Get her some food. Aw. The noise they make. Oh. Oh. I'm in such a mood. Oh, so smiley. Like a good mood for once. But why did we kind of got blurry vision? Please don't tell me we passed out again. Huh?
There you are.
Grass looks so good. Anyways. Yeah, Paimon, something happened.
Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
Yeah, let's get her some food, please.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
Okay, Kokomi.
Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
I mean, it's a rainforest, that's... It did look differently. It was not just... It's just no... No, it's more than just fog.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this?
Not how it was.
What happened? And where are we?
You know what, Paimon, maybe it's time for panic, but maybe there's also a logical explanation.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Maybe. Yo. Am I tripping? Is this region just gonna be Lumina on drugs all the time? Are we in a domain? What is going on? Electro will help you in jumping higher. Didn't I hit the with Electro? Logan, are you getting flashbacks? Okay. Ooh, that was such a silky smooth transition.
Huh? What happened just now?
Oh, in Inazuma, yeah.
Suddenly change.
We are in Inazuma. Isn't that the thing we went through with Kazuha's island? Was it just oddly similar? Get back in Inazuma.
What is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute.
You can...
Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
I do remember this, though. What was his name? Kichiboshi? I swear to you, that's the place where we met them. That's like the exact room with also the trees over there. Did the trees just turn into a picture? What the hell? Okay, anyways. Like, they were 3D before, weren't they? I swear they were. Oh.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
I would like to hate you, but you don't seem to be real, are you?
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting.
What is he?
You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
But he doesn't take damage at all.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Not real? Hope so.
Though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
My journey does not end here. I assure you that it just has started.
Your brother? Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon.
I kinda got through to her for a bit though.
The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
I will not, though. Wait, no, we didn't die, did we? This has to be a hallucination or something. Yeah. Just as I thought. What was all of this just now? And it feels like I was dreaming just for a moment there, but I can't remember what I saw. Was not completely off then.
We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Hey Paimon, I hope you're the real Paimon now.
So sweet.
Oh, she's talking about the food, is
Well,
she?
the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
I zoned out for a bit, I'm sorry. Please don't tell me we got the same thing that Collei does.
Are you okay? That's really not like you.
I'm also concerned.
Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
Okay, that's not good.
Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her.
Those are some
We can put that to
big
good use.
fruit. Holy. That apple is as big as a head. They're giving the semi-conscious Hypatia some fruit and water. Juice. Wait, what?
Who is there? Tighnari, is that you?
I look a bit different than him.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tighnari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
You give Hypatia the letter from Tighnari.
I see. So, you're friends of Tighnari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you.
No problems.
I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips.
Oh.
How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
The little thingy.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Is it the little round creature with a smiling face on it?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
I guess so. You say, tell her what happened in the cave.
Wait, hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
Paimon, we've been through a lot and you're questioning this one? Come on.
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Sumeru Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
Interesting creatures. Huh.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Hmm. Maybe eat something first.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later.
Alright, Paimon.
Alright, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Think we should cook you up instead, Paimon? Oh, I'm up for that. Like one arm at a time. Maybe cut the
Sounds
cheeky tongue out.
good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tighnari came to visit.
And we can drop this food. I'm sorry about this one, by the way. It doesn't have fire. Ah, we don't need it. Okay. You cook up some dishes over the fire.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tighnari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing! And the box is a nice touch too! Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia!
He's probably starving. Like, she was super hungry, and then we just started to cook. Our lunchbox is better anyways.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Don't worry, we know a person who's certainly worse at it than you. No reason to be ashamed. After a delicious meal together, you tell Hypatia about the connection with
Even though
Irminsul.
everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn ale for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius.
I mean, we're kind of special, as I said before. We're kind of the hero here, so...
You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
You could say that, of course.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions.
Okay.
Taking in any sense similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered.
I'm doing good, yeah.
Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of spirit-born ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
You guys really like that thing, right? Like, what do you guys get from connecting with it?
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
You should maybe meet with Mona one time.
Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irmansul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage.
And you're really committed. Okay.
Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Okay, yeah.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Sumeru Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Yeah, also true, but still a cool power.
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh.
Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Yeah, I guess it really was a big chaotic mess of memories, so...
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the Academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again.
That's actually something that might be true. Like, if you have a really rationally thinking mind, do you dream less? I can't imagine when the last time was when I dreamed. I don't know, maybe that's actually something that's somewhat true for our world as well.
But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
Yeah.
Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
Okay, noted.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Yeah, I've been riddling about that for a long time as well. And I still don't know.
If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Wish you best of luck on your endeavors, and maybe you can help us out the next time.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
You continue you chatting before settling down for a good night's rest. That's 4
Now that we
days
know
already.
Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Alright.
Think about it, Tighnari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irmansul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tighnari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
He looks... How do I say it correctly? Well, he could just be a nice person, but I kind of feel like some bad vibes? Maybe that's just me.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tighnari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know, once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tighnari, but you...
So be it. Come, Ghulam, we're leaving.
I like his voice, though. They look scary. Really scary.
Tighnari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
Ugh.
It was quite the eventful trip.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
I guess it would be the plan, yeah.
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, that was... At least it was straightforward, okay.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile.
And who is that person?
Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom.
He really doesn't like the Academia. Like, did you hear how he pronounced the Academia? Like, he has a problem with them.
Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City!
Yeah, I think we should do something before that.
But wait, before that...
Say goodbye to Collei.
That's right! Tighnari, we have something important to say to Collei before we
Collei.
leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tighnari. Alright, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Hey, thank you for taking care of us.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Yeah, sad to see yours part already.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Collei. We're headed to Sumeru City.
But we'll be back soon, that's for sure. We're not gonna vanish.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy.
Totally understandable.
But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Collei. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us.
Yep.
We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Oh.
I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My
yeah.
handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Collei. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
Hyman's gonna love that.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Hey, of course we will.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Collei, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Glad to know that. We got another group of friends. Guess we're gonna go on a journey now.